Hello, Travis Simlinger here again from Progressive Coaching, located in Zurich, Switzerland, and welcome to part 3 in the series on limiting beliefs. Now, I was going to segue into the solutions today, but I've had a change of heart because I remember there's one more model that I think will really help you to understand limiting beliefs from one more angle. And as I mentioned in video 1 and 2, it's hard to know too much about beliefs because they are just that influential in the quality of the lives that we go on to lead. So I'm going to share this model. It's from CBT, Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, and it's referred to as the Information Processing Model. So without further ado, I will share my screen and let's take a look. So here in red here is a visual representation of a limiting belief. And remember, there are an infinite number of potential beliefs that one could adopt, but in today's example, we are going with the most common limiting belief, which is, I'm not good enough. It helps to think of this as that old computer game, Pac-Man, and what happens is when this belief eats certain thoughts, emotions, and experiences, it gets bigger and bigger, and therefore can feed on more thoughts, emotions, and experiences. And this is the vicious cycle. The core belief, I'm not good enough, acts as a filter through which automatic thoughts must pass. In this way, the core belief is strengthened and enlarged, taking over more and more of a person's thoughts and life. The other thing that happens is that positive, accurate, functional thoughts are discounted or even changed into negative thoughts in order to fit with the person's established limiting belief. This is the self-fulfilling prophecy in action. The trap is that most people are not aware of how our brains trick us like this. So I'll show you exactly how this manifests. So we have our core belief, I'm not good enough. This isn't normally active at all times. It isn't normally on repeat in our heads, but it is permanently sitting there in our unconscious, influencing our automatic thoughts. Let's say a positive experience happens. You cook a nice meal for the family. Your family give you high praise for your culinary skills. Surely this information would help us to refute this core belief, would make it get smaller because you have been told you are good enough. But no, because of this established limiting belief, you don't give this compliment from your family the credence it deserves. You discount thoughts that go against your established core belief. Represented here as a triangle, they do not fit into the core belief. They bounce off into the abyss. The data has not been processed in an accurate way. And so the core belief, I'm not good enough, tyrannically retains power. And another example here. Exactly the same trick. The triangle of positive data is not processed. It doesn't fit the core belief's rectangle-shaped mouth. See here? The rectangle-shaped mouth, the triangle does not fit in. It is dispelled. So let's go a bit further. The belief needs to eat. If it doesn't, it would wither away and die. But it doesn't. It is well fed. It likes rectangles. Here we are, a nice succulent morsel of an automatic thought that bolsters the belief of not being good enough. I should be further ahead in my life, but I'm not because I'm just not good enough. And the limiting belief gets a little bigger. So we have two interesting developments. Our limiting beliefs cause us to discount the positive, to not even notice positive thoughts that would dispute the limiting belief. The second development is that the limiting belief causes us to validate negative automatic thoughts that bolster the limiting belief. And there is a third development. When a positive experience occurs, what often happens is a person with a limiting belief will immediately have a negative automatic thought that discounts the positive. So let's say This is a lady's negative belief schema. And a man tells her she looks pretty. A nice compliment, right? Surely this starts to disprove the belief of not being good enough. In actual fact, what happens is the woman immediately has the negative automatic thought. He was probably lying, and discounts the positive remark. Now the rectangle fits the belief, and the belief is fed and therefore strengthened. Same phenomenon here. The woman joins the gym. This is a positive step towards taking care of her body and mind. A good thing, a good enough thing. But instead of embracing that she is good enough, the woman experiences another negative automatic thought discounting this, and again feeds her limiting belief. The experiences of her life are filtered through her limiting belief, and so produce thoughts in line with this belief, which then feed the belief. And this is the self-fulfilling prophecy. The tragedy, the trap that holds people back in life from living lives that would make them fulfilled. The block is not mechanics, not lack of ability or lack of resources, but mindset, psychological, a lack of knowledge as to how to change this. Succinctly, the sum of our beliefs, both positive ones and negative ones, make up our mindset and thus our idea of reality. And our idea of reality is our reality. The different lives that people forge are in direct proportion to their information processing skills, innate and learned. And this is a simplified version of information processing or thinking. In the next video in the series, we are going to turn the corner now and start to look at solutions. And specifically in video 4, the next video, we are going to look at how to identify our own unique core limiting beliefs. Okay, so we can shine a light on them and then do something about them. We can upgrade our software, our information processing unit. We can upgrade it so that it processes information more accurately and with more functionality. Because you think about it, if you change your emotions and thoughts, you're going to change your outcomes because you act on these emotions and thoughts. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to learn now how to get out of our own way, how to stop self-sabotaging ourselves, how to feel better and not just feel better, but be better and produce the results that would really bring fulfillment to our lives. And as I like to say, it's something that damn well isn't taught in schools. And this is why so many people experience a limited experience of life. They're held back by themselves. So we're going to sever the cord in the next video. We're going to take the first step towards that anyway. And I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you, everybody. If you received any value at all in today's content, give it a thumbs up and a share so that more people can benefit from it. And I'll see you in the next session. Cheers.